Good morning, humanity. It is February 28th, 2022, the favorite time of our week because it's Mondays with Bev and Paul. And hi, everybody, my name's Paul.
Good morning. This is Bev.
Hello, Bev, and welcome to the last day of the month.
Wow. Already?
I
Oh
know,
my
it's like,
goodness.
what happened again to 2022? Just whizzing right by.
I know.
But this is a day that we want to share BioTouch for global healing, and with the situation happening on for us, the other side of the world in Ukraine, we want to use that as an opportunity to share the power of BioTouch in situations like this and how BioTouch can truly create a different chain that will go on around the world. So, uh,
Right.
so yeah, let's talk about what we were talking about. These tensions that we're feeling, no matter where you are on the planet. The beauty
Oh yeah.
about this day and age is,
Right.
if there's a war in one place, there's a war everywhere. It it
Yeah,
it comes into
exactly.
our living room. So
Well, I think what's interesting is, yeah, that's a really good point because when we really think about and we talk about all the time, we're so connected. Well, it's like anything else. If you hurt one person, you're hurting all of us. And that's the same concept. That's a new paradigm of thinking that is so not in our programming. It's like, wow, how can that happen? Well, if you really believe that we are connected and really from one essence, one source, then of course it's like anything else. It doesn't matter if it's an individual or a whole nation. If one is at war, the whole essence of humanity is being surged up in,
right,
in those ways. So, what we were saying before is here we last week we were talking about what the new paradigms, right? Oh my
right,
gosh, the old ones are coming crashing down. There's like this last gasp of the old paradigm of what the love of power. The new paradigm is the power to love. That is what is opening up. And it is starting to agitate, to stimulate, to crack open all of those old ways of thinking and living and being. And oh, are we tired?
right.
We are so tired of the suffering, tired of the pain. And these new generations, these waves of generations that are coming in are already, they look and they go, why are we still doing this?
Right. Yeah, and that's
Okay, so
the
here
beauty.
is, of course, we all have, always have to bring this back to BioTouch because you mentioned in the beginning the power of BioTouch is opening us up to experiencing a whole nother paradigm of living, being, connecting, and understanding, compassion, all of those things that are already inherent in every single one of us. The power to love your neighbor. That means everyone in the fourth kingdom called humanity. And all of life on this planet. We have a long way to go, but the possibility is beginning to be established in our consciousness.
Right.
We
And
don't have to have what's going on in the world right now. We don't have to live this way.
and we've always talked about that. BioTouch brings hope. And
Right.
we have this generation that's coming up the ranks that is bringing hope. They're waking up to our relationship to one another, to the planet, to caring about one another. And that's sort of the beauty of this whole internet experience,
Right.
the global communication network. Uh, and that's the beauty of BioTouch, is it's so simple that it crosses global differences, whether
Yes.
that's religion, race, creed, societal uh, level that you exist, language, because it's all done with something that's common with all of us, a light touch on a body that is the same. Like when you look at these pictures now from around the world, if people didn't talk, you wouldn't, I mean, there's a little difference in the shapes and the faces and the colors of the faces, but you know, they're all the same. Everybody works the
We have the
same.
same equipment. We all have
Yeah.
the same equipment, right?
The Dalai Lama said if you really want to talk about and understand the oneness of humanity, look at bodies.
Yeah.
And that's what BioTouch addresses. So BioTouch really is a very powerful technique right now that can be used anywhere around the world. And
Well, and I see these pictures that are posted on our social media from these amazing certified practitioners, in Dubai, Zaghloul,
right,
and the amazing women in Istanbul, and in Egypt, and all of these people around the world. And when I look at that, I think, oh my gosh, this is just one of my brothers or sisters. We are the same. I don't care where you are in the world. We have the same needs, the same desires, the same wants, the same, dreams. And most of us on this planet want peace and love. And that's where we are, this foundation, and why we continue to do these shows and these virtual trainings and on is because we already know how important BioTouch is and will be for humanity. That's why it's here now. In the midst of all this shifting of paradigms and turmoil and last gasping of the old ways of being, here is a gift of hope and love that is essentially for every single one of us.
right.
Wow, that is power.
And that's what we talked about, that BioTouch brings us that hope. It brings us the hope of being truly free. I mean, real freedom is not about, you know, fighting a war for freedom. It's about loving one another to be truly free within ourselves. It
Right,
has
right.
nothing to do with mandates and belief systems. It has to do with that inner knowing, and but we called it self-awareness with BioTouch.
Self-awareness.
BioTouch brings you to that sense of self-awareness, which is merely what is my relationship to my surroundings, and I can't just shut it out anymore. I have
No.
some dear friends who, oh, I don't watch the news. I don't pay attention to that. It's too negative. Something, we need to feel that negativity. We need to feel the suffering within ourselves and understand that is humanity's plight right now, is waking up to our suffering. Because in that waking up, we have the opportunity to allow love. We don't even have to bring it in. Allow love
Just let it flow out of us.
to
Well,
manifest, right?
yeah, and absolutely right. We're part of the whole group. So that's part of our problem. We alienate ourselves. We've separated ourselves from each other. That is what's brought on all the fear and the wars and everything else, the agitation, because we have forgotten that we are the source of our lives, each other. We It's time for us to wake up and grow up and embrace our purpose here. So what is healing? We've talked about this before. Healing is what you were just talking about. It is a state of beingness. We've associated now with you're either sick or you're healthy. No, healing in the true sense has to be this composite, this unity, this unifying of a holistic, because we are more than just the body. The body holds everything that we are. So true healing is peace, coming into a presence with each other. Healing the planet is not about just saving a tree. It is being part of the planetary life
Right.
consciously. That's that self-awareness.
It,
This is powerful stuff. This is This
which
is
is why we
vital.
come on every week
It's
to
important,
keep talking.
people.
Yes, to keep talking about it, to keep
Yeah,
sharing
and we're
it.
going to keep talking about it.
Right, because we like to talk.
Well, we need to have reiteration.
Yes,
That's how you change a program.
that's right.
That's how you change a
That
paradigm.
constant talking about it, that
Yeah,
simple touch. I remember that whole movement of go hug a tree, right? Oh, let's hug a
yeah,
tree. Well, folks, it's time to step it up a notch. Go hug somebody.
yeah,
Enough with the tree. That's easy. I don't have to deal face to face
right,
with my stuff, right?
right.
Go hug somebody. And if you don't want to hug somebody, take the two fingers of your dominant hand and just do the greeting.
Yep,
Just the greeting. It takes you 15 seconds to do the greeting with someone, and you will create a relationship of love that, as that old timer said in Mancus, is the most powerful revolution that he'd ever seen. So you want a
you,
real revolution, just
yeah,
touch.
and it's coming. The revolution of love. It is already been put into play here. It's interesting because when we say, just do the greeting, well, people are like, what happens with BioTouch is you're not going to be self-aware instantaneously. Okay, it doesn't matter if you say, well, I didn't feel anything. Your two bodies have felt something.
That's right.
We guarantee that something has shifted. Even if you don't register it, I will tell you something right there has taken place between two human beings. Boom.
And that is hard for especially the Western mind to understand,
Yes.
because we want
Yes.
results.
Right.
We're not talking
Immediately.
right. We're talking about just putting it into practice. And even another step in that, if you reach out and touch someone, if you see something on the news and it really irritates you, turn next to someone that's sitting there watching you, or even just think about them and do the greeting. Working with one person, touching one person creates a chain that will go on indefinitely. It means if I'm sitting here and I'm going to do the greeting on Bev, I'm touching all of humanity.
Right.
Truly, this is what we're talking about
Right.
here. BioTouch is for global healing. This is powerful stuff, folks.
This is the good news. We have good news, people. There's something here for all of us now. We don't have to embrace the past. We have to learn from it. That's the only purpose, and move forward in love, in together.
Right.
That's what BioTouch is here to help us. Like Paul said, we don't have to go and get something. All we have to do is come into a self-presence and something with another human being that will begin to unlock and flow out of us what's already there.
So we're asking you, join with us, share this video, get on our email list at justtouch.com, forward this to people. And we're going to share with you our little ditty that Eileen made. And if you're just listening to it on a podcast, I'll jump in with the words of what it's saying. But here's how to do the greeting, and pass this around. If you want us to send you just this ditty, let me know, and I'll put it in an email, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, put it everywhere. Put it at your grocery store down the street. But here's this little ditty on how to do the greeting, and I'll chime in every so often to give you the words there. Wash your hands. Use the first two fingers of the dominant hand. Use a butterfly-like light touch. Hold each point 6 to 8 seconds. Touch the fleshy area just below the bottom of the breastbone of the dominant hand. That's point 1. Take the same hand, touch 1 to 1.5 inches to the left of the big bone, which is the base of the neck. Hold that for 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat it once a day. Notice
Boom. You have started putting something into action. Love. You started putting love into action the moment you start doing the greeting.
That's how simple it is. It really is that simple. Again, to go over it, 2 fingers of your dominant hand just below the breastbone in that soft tissue area, just to the left of the big bone at the base of the neck. Please, please just try that. Let's see, we see prayer groups and people posting about flowers, sunflowers, the state country flower. Let's post BioTouch, post that greeting with people. Let's get a chain to go on where we're touching one another, we're caring for one another, and we're allowing healing, real healing to happen on this planet. So we have ways to learn it also. We have our next class is coming up Tuesday, March 15th. Please, if you know of anybody that wants to learn the whole technique, let them sign up for the class. It's very reasonable. You can get CE credits if you're a massage therapist, doula, or nurse. And our next workshop is going to be March 24th with Alyssa Kalia. She is a licensed esthetician here in Tucson. We're going to talk about acne, how to care for acne. I'm excited about Alyssa coming. I haven't seen her in a while. Actually officiated at her and her husband's wedding.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So that'll be fun to see her. Otherwise, please, if we can be of any help, that's why we're here.
We're here.
If you stumble, if you're having a problem, if you don't know what to do, if you don't even believe in it, and you want us to talk to you about it, to at least try it, it can't hurt. It can only help. That's another beautiful thing about BioTouch. You don't have to focus. You don't have to think about it. You can be an all-out jerk, as I said, like me, and you can still do it. It doesn't,
and be effective.
So let's really take this week to pass on the title. Let's start March with a bang. BioTouch for global healing. Let us know if you've done it. In the comments, send us an email. Share BioTouch all around the world. We have a bunch of folks that hanging out with us. We have Paula, Eileen, John, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. Pass this on to all your friends and family, and we'll see you again next week. Yeah, Bev?
Have a beautiful week, everyone.
Bye.
I can feel the pain in sunshine or rain, so it's not caused by the weather, but it doesn't hurt that much after I feel your loving touch and we spend some time together. Take my pain away each and every day. You're an angel from heaven on high. Your butterfly touch helps me heal so much, and I get better as time goes by. Take my pain away.